Apparently the mayo is making her flirty, and the only people she's got to flirt with are her chickens. The robot DJ is literally the only guy that is here. If anything is going to impress Erwin, it would be survival skills and a cute little booty.
Hello from the void, it's Rose, welcome back to my channel and the next part of my Apocalypse Poison Garden Challenge. Last time we finally got to go to the Finchwick Fair and sell our goods, so this time we're going to be getting ourselves some friends in the form of chickens and maybe pursuing some romance. Let's get straight to it.
We're getting chickens! We're just back from the fair and I'm popping into buy mode to grab us a chicken coop because we can't build one, and we are going to pretend that Eden got her chickens from the fair. I think we're going to get her a couple hens and a rooster because I do want to try and breed more chicks, and realistically she wouldn't be able to buy a full coop. Also, we actually don't have that much money, so I guess we will buy 2 hens, different colours, and a little white cockerel. We've called the cockerel Skull, and we are going to give all of our chickens names that remind us that we are going to be forced to eat them at some point potentially. So brown hen, you can be called Marrow. And black hen, what shall we call you? Gristle? Gout? Something tasty like that. Oh my god, Eden really needs to pee. I think we will call you... Oh, Maple would be cute, but we're not going for cute. This is the apocalypse. We gotta survive. We will call you Canker, which is kind of cute in a horrible way. I feel like it's genuinely a testament to how grindy this save is that I'm super excited just to have some chickens she can play with, and also to get to name them instead of just, gardening and running around picking things up. Anyway, I guess we have friends now. They're just avian friends. Hopefully they won't get avian flu. Don't think that's in game. Has anyone else been finding that their Sims are just constantly sick if they use Slice of Life at the moment? Because I have been just getting literally consistently ill all the time. It's just one thing after another, and I don't know if it's glitching or what's going on. Anyway, distracted. We are just doing our gardenings whilst the sun goes down and it gets proper dark, and then we will go on a little adventure, trying to make sure that we've got all of our plants leveling up. They're evolving super duper quickly, I think, because of the tiny lot. We picked up some more ingredients, but it looks like we still can't really cook anything, just some bread. So we got milk and meat and stuff, but I don't know if it's because we haven't got very high cooking skill or what it is, but we basically can only cook 3 things, even though we now have a fully stocked fridge from the fair. Ah well. I had a look at what ingredients we were missing, and mostly it seemed to be mayonnaise. Everything seems to have mayonnaise in it, so Eden's life today is going to be making an absolute crap ton of mayonnaise because, what else would you want from life? Apparently the mayo is making her flirty, and the only people she's got to flirt with are her chickens, so she's going to go out and compliment them on their very fine feathers. Seems to have gone over well. They're getting on pretty well. Oh, spoke too soon, now they hate her. They don't like jokes apparently. Nothing particularly of interest happened on Sunday. It was just a lot of gardening, feeding chickens and making mayonnaise, but we have gone for our evening jaunt to this really cool marketplace that's built in the Apocalypse save. It uses a lot of the Batu content by the looks of it, but it doesn't look like anyone's here or like there's anything Eden can steal or take a cutting from, so I guess we're just gonna send her around to do some collecting and maybe a bit of fishing. This is the lot that would usually be Desert Bloom Park. Oh, creepy house, don't like it. Can't interact with it, don't like it. Ooh, can we steal this bike? We can't steal a bike. Anyone can steal a bike. What do you think of that robot DJ? The robot DJ is literally the only guy that is here. There is nobody else here. I was hoping maybe there would be some sort of ruffians that Eden might be able to flirt with, but instead we're just going to go home to where Kanka has been in our bedroom, probably doing poops. Monday is a day for talking to chickens, doing woodwork, doing all of our usual grindy bits and bobs. Our garden is coming along nicely. Oh, and here comes the baghead mailman with our bills. Will we be able to afford to pay them? Bearing in mind we do now need to keep some money back to feed our chickens and stuff. Yeah, we can't afford them. 276 and we've only got 218, so I guess we can keep woodworking with our remaining money. Evolve some plants. Evolve some plants. It's literally ridiculously fast. Eden also now has enough handiness skill that she can upgrade stuff, so we are going to try and get her to do eco upgrades to as many of her appliances as possible before going to make some more mayonnaise in the company of all of her Funko Pops. I mean, I don't know what they're actually called in game, but that is what I consider them to be. We've made it to level 6 of the handiness skill. Now, can we make a toilet yet? Because that is one of the reasons I'm grinding so hard on handiness. There should be the possibility of crafting a really janky looking toilet, but we don't have that yet. What we do have is a cow plant berry that we fished out at Desert Bloom Park last night, or whatever it's called in this save. So we are going to have Eden go and plant a carnivorous friend for herself because we love the danger. Look at his little horns, so cute. So tonight we are going on a little trip that I've been planning for a while. We need to get a lily cutting, and there is one here, but also I felt like Ancient Ruins was an appropriate place for Eden to go. In my mind, this is the remains of an old city that was like a seat of quite some power before the apocalypse, and now it is just what was already old is now trashed, and nature is taking over, and Eden is feeling a little bit hysterical about it all, and also not very well. And I think it might inspire her to go back where she came from, which is Strangerville. This is Eden's hometown, and she hasn't been back for a while for reasons, but the time has come for her to come back, and she is gonna go to where she knows she can find out what's going on, which is the conspiracy kiosk. I can't remember what it's actually called, but this is Erwin, who is obviously a beloved townie, but also a suggestion from Morgan as a romance option for Eden. And I feel like Eden would definitely be wanting to talk to like people that definitely wouldn't know her, wouldn't know that she grew up here. I think she probably hasn't been here for like 10 years or so, but also someone that would have a lot of information. And Erwin is obviously as paranoid as she is. He is obviously paying attention to everything, and I feel like they would have like good dumb chats about like all the things they're freaked out about. I did have her scope for attractiveness, and she is into him physically, so that is a good start. But I imagine I'm going to have a really tough time getting them to even like each other, especially given the fact that they currently have a red relationship bar from whatever their first interaction was, and Eden's desperate for a pee. So in an attempt to neither appear too keen or to make Erwin even more paranoid than he is, we are going to head home, having just like introduced ourselves and sort of asked some questions about. So it looks like the lab is still burning, like, you know what's going on over there? And he's like, aliens, and she's like, it's not aliens. She might know what it is, but for now we are just going to go home where our water that we're not connected to anyway has been shut off, and try and work on our botanist skill. We are getting towards a level 3, I think, but we do need to do some more evolution of stuff. But in the meantime, got some mayo to make, and chickens to feed, and all of those good day-to-day chores. We did make the chickens some friendly treats yesterday because I figured they deserved it, and also I want her to be mates with them, and they weren't really liking her very much. So we're going to try and bribe them with food, because that's always a good way of doing things. If people don't like you, try giving them food, and then maybe they will like you. That's what I do at work. Just bring donuts to make up for your personality. Anyway, for some reason she's just constantly really flirty. Oh, it could be because she's about to start her period, and she's responded to that by running nakedly across the desert. I mean, sure, Eden, it's the apocalypse, no one's around. After a long day's work, we've given her a little nap so that she has a little bit more energy to take her flirty arse over to Erwin and talk about your shared interests. On the one hand, she's definitely thinking like, I shouldn't be going back to the same place over and over again, like that's high risk. I definitely shouldn't be spending too much time in Strangerville, but at the same time, like, I really want to know what's going on. She's definitely identified him as like someone that she can get a lot of info out of about Strangerville and what's happened since they fled. But on the other hand, let's be realistic, she hasn't really talked to a human person in weeks and weeks and weeks, and you know, this is someone that she can talk to and who doesn't know who she is and who isn't anywhere close to where she's living, so it's a pretty safe option. And she's doing some little sexy poses which do seem to have gone over okay, much to my surprise. So we have actually generated a little bit of romance with young Erwin, which I didn't think was going to be doable. And yeah, I'm quite impressed by that. Good job, Eden. You have overcome your loner ways and the paranoia to build some early crushing vibes, although you do now appear to be having like a bit of an awkward moment with it. And it's probably too good to last. Though I suppose if anything is going to impress Erwin, it would be survival skills, knowledge of things that should not be known, and a cute little booty. As you're feeling very uncomfortable, let's maybe, again, I don't want to like rush this. I feel like they're both super paranoid people. So on that successful little first flirt, I think we will have Eden sort of cut and run before she makes a mess of things and head back home to try and convince herself She's doing this for the reasons of putting her past to rest and not because she's lonely and wants some spooky dick. But for now, we're going to head back to our little lot and head home to think nice thoughts about how well things are going for us. You know, no one seems to be hunting us, no one seems to know who we are, no one's come to raid our home or steal our disgustingly dirty chickens, and that seems like a good moment to end this episode.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised that Eden got away with getting any romance with Erwin, because I really thought it was going to be impossible. It still might be. I might be getting ahead of myself, but what do you guys think of them together? Cute or weird? Or cute and weird. Both are good. Also, yay, chickens. I am hoping soon we will be able to get maybe a cow or a llama, but that could be a little way off. We'll have another selling day coming up. We'll see what money we can make from all of our growing things. But we are keeping plodding on. I hope you're enjoying my videos. If you are, do give me a little thumbs up or maybe even subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!